Well, hello, everyone. Still trying to get my sound to work. Oh my. Wait, did y'all finish the crossword already?
Almost. We've got
Oh my.
like 3.
I should have put a
Ronald-
big one up there then.
Ronald, you got one across and it was Asana, and I really I thought about putting Asana, but I was like, isn't that like that car, what is it, that car company where you can like buy cars online or something? Or is that like Carsana or something? I don't know. That's all I could think of was like, isn't that a car company or car insurance company? That's all I could think of. And so I was like, no, it couldn't possibly be that. Got it.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I could hear you the whole time.
You can hear me and you can see me, I guess.
I can hear you and I can see you.
Okay, let me turn off this camera. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. So, do you have a game queued up, or
We
is it
can
me
try.
this week?
It's my week. We can try. Because my Xbox is like fighting me today.
And Ronald is the winner as usual.
We'll see if I can get it to work.
If your Xbox is fighting you, I've got stuff on tap. I can just go ahead and start so that we can, because we do this 30 to 45 minutes torturing the viewers. So you think of it as a co-op, Ronald. How sweet. We know you dominate the crossword. But I can just go ahead and pull up something that works and maybe next week or next time you can get your Xbox to cooperate. Unless you were just really dying to play something in particular.
Oh, no, I was just thinking we could just try to do some Board Game Arena. Because since you play games on Steam and stuff, then we could do Steam and stuff on your days. And if my Xbox isn't working, we could just play a Board Game Arena game. We have a couple BGA games that like are open info or whatever is what it's called.
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head though.
Ooh, let's go find out. What is this emoji, Ronald?
I'm not sure what that emoji is, Ronald, but
it is hilarious. I'm opening up Board Game Arena now as we speak.
Okay, so should we be doing the intro or?
Oh yeah, I guess we should do that. It's at the top of the file. Yeah, let me go ahead and pull in.
That's what I thought it was. Shock and excitement, because the eyes looked like wow. So that's kind of what I thought it was.
It is so funny though. Like,
or do you want me to do Board Game Arena since I've got the premium membership, just in case we?
Oh yeah, So you'll be starting the game.
Okay.
No, Ronald having a nosebleed. Is Board Game Arena that exciting for you, Ronald? Is it that serious? Yeah, you're gonna start the game just because you can start games that I can't, but I am just changing my Twitch category to board games so that I can and then we're starting Twitch.
Okay. Well, I guess I should pull up Board Game Arena and see what
how do I
this is one of those days where I have to resist the tug of my book, which is sitting right there saying, finish reading me.
Maybe you can tell us about your book today while we're playing games.
Well, I finished the other book.
I was in a full rant.
I finished the other book. This is a different book, but I mean, I am glad to talk about books while we're playing games. You started the first sleeve of your cardigan. Yay! Does it have a lot of increases? Is that why it's a lot of work? Okay, let's see where we are.
I am not on Twitch enough to know how to do the things I need to do.
Let's see. Sagani is an open information game where everybody sees everybody else's forward.
Is it a game that I've played before?
I don't know, but you can play it today. Let me see what I've got on my Sunday game night list for suggestions.
And I'm going to look at
I could
my favorites.
Let's see. Look at your favorites. I don't know if River Valley Glassworks is it's a new game that I've been wanting to try.
Let's see. Ronald says the pattern is a 3-row repeat. Oh, good.
Have you already started Twitch?
Not yet. I was going to wait till we got a game up.
Okay.
YouTube is going to get all of our messiness. I'll put Twitch up whenever we get our ish together.
Okay, so I was trying to figure out if we should go ahead and start, but let's see. The first row.
Yeah, there was a bit of a delay.
Stitch over and over in the third row when you get to that chain.
Oh, you like pull and go. Ooh, those are frustrating. There's at least one pattern that I've done that has you like do your double crochet like down to rows below it. And it's frustrating because I feel like I'm never going into the right spot. Like it always looks okay when I finish it, but I feel like I'm never going into the right spot.
Am I delayed?
Are you doing this to see if there's a delay? There's a little bit of a delay.
Oh yeah, see, it doesn't look like a delay when I look at myself in the screen, but I guess by the time it gets to you.
Do you have a bunch of other stuff pulled up?
Yes, Maya's hair is crazy, isn't it?
It is wild.
Crazy in a good way.
half up, half down, and then just put a scarf on it because I just woke up a little while ago and don't feel like dealing with it. I really want to get it like
this on my. I'm doing this on my so that thing, that small thing that you hold in your hands.
Your iPad?
That small screen. Thank you.
And there's this much of a
I'm
delay
doing it on that
iPad?
because this is. I'm doing it on that because today's game day.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is there this much of a delay on your iPad when there shouldn't be anything else running on your iPad? That is wild.
I just did the clicky thing where you go and make sure all the back windows are closed, even though there's debate on whether that does anything or not. But I did it anyway, and I don't know if it's going to help.
So, it looks like it's equaling out now. Ronald says, I've been leaving all my personal things like hair, nails, and shaving because I want to do it all right before we head overseas. So hopefully you don't have to do any of that. Good call. So you don't have to do anything while you're over there.
I was trying to understand that I was reading that going, I don't understand. But now I understand he's just letting himself turn into a wolf man into a werewolf before his trip.
Before they go to France.
To minimize. What are you going to do? Be over there for a month?
That's true. How long are you going to be over there?
That's not our business. Is that your room service?
No, it's not room service. He's coming in to show me that he at work got $10 off of an oil change. It's a gift card. $10 off an oil change and $25 off per axle of a brake package. At one of the
when was the last time you had your oil changed?
Exactly. So we need to
someone who appreciates me. This is from your sister. She said, let me know when you listen to the new Beyonce. She heard you didn't like the first one and made something more suited to you. Straight up, Cowboy Carter. Because that first hilarious. One was not for me, but Cowboy Carter.
That is hilarious. Let's see.
I gotta answer her.
I'm looking at my favorites, and the problem is, I think all of the games that we play have like hidden hands, which I guess would be okay if you don't look at the screen or if I don't look at the screen. Like I could block off where we are. I've got a couple sticky notes I can stick to my screen.
Let's see.
So you bought your buttons yesterday for your cardigan, and when you got home, you couldn't sew them on because you don't have a needle big or small enough.
Small enough.
Oh, no. Well, he said big / small enough. Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking about
also,
that.
We're being rude. We didn't ask if Ronald wanted to be included or if he just wanted to watch.
Well, we haven't even figured out what game we're gonna play. We should probably figure that out first.
That is true. Well, I know that Sagani is open hand.
We can play Now Boarding.
Seriously, I'm debating on between a game that a cooperative game would be good.
Arnold says if you need another player, I can join in, but no pressure. Yeah, if we've got Ronald, we could play something like Now Boarding, or
I said you haven't tried the 2-player airport game, right?
No, I don't think I have.
It's called. Let me see if I've got it in my 2-player list. I played it with your brother once, and it was fun.
Ronald says, "Ooh, that coffee looks good." Ooh, or we could play your favorite game in the whole world.
Sky Team. Thank you, Ronald. Sky Team. I couldn't think of the name of it. Sky Team.
Or we could play your favorite
We're not
game
playing
in the
PI.
whole world.
We're not playing PI.
It's just sitting over here, my favorites. Untouched, unloved.
We can play it next Sunday because Gilly from the Hilly mentioned that
Playing
game.
PI, yeah.
Yeah, so apparently he enjoyed it that one time he played it with us.
Oh yeah, that's
I
absolutely
just added Sky Team to my 2-player list. Do you hear me?
I hear you. You said you just added it to your two-player list.
Do you want to try Sky Team? Is what I asked you.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Sure.
Okay.
You don't have to teach me.
We'll leave Ronald to. This will be an insight into how we play games. We're gonna leave Ronald to do his buttons.
Let's see. Was watching the national speed puzzling competitions.
Where do you watch that?
On Twitch, it looks like.
I do not know. See, I see GMA and I think grandma.
That is what I thought. Is it an old lady? It was live stream on YouTube and Twitch.
Sydney said, "Tell the stream I said hi."
Hello, Sydney.
Okay, text from work.
She's an elderly black lady who streams puzzling on Twitch. Ooh. I should go check her out. That sounds fun to watch. She just does jigsaw puzzles slowly. That's funny. There's an audience for everything. Like I said, there is an audience for everything. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Twitch now. Since we're about to get started. As soon as my mother finishes texting people on her cellular. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think this is a game that we both see what the other person is doing, I think. I'll try not to look over at the screen just in case.
Well, the screen is going to be, is it going to be your screen or is it going to be my screen?
Yeah, are we showing your screen or my screen? That's what
I don't know. We can show my screen. Well, no, you've got a secondary screen up right now, right? Because you're on the iPad. So let's show your screen. That way we don't have to worry so much about maybe slowing down my computer.
Yeah, we'll do my screen. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. So I sent you an invitation.
Yeah, I think I see the notification up there. I am just pulling up.
Okay. I switched from the jigsaw, but for anybody watching the crossword puzzle is still up there if y'all want to work it. It's still there.
Hello, everybody in Twitch. Welcome in. We're going to be playing board games today on Board Game Arena. We are Coffee Klatsch. We are Coffee Klatsch.
That's not an official start.
That is Dani. That is how I feel like starting today. I'm tired. If you want to do our official and then this and that and ambiance and background sound.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Coffee Klatsch Playing Around. This is normally we just chat on Wednesdays, but we decided on Fridays we wanted the fun in our lives. So we're here to play a few games. I am your presenter, Dani the Logical Dane, and with me is my co-presenter, Artemis / Maya, the fruit of my loins. my
Ew.
child, my baby girl, who dragged me kicking and screaming into this venture. We are currently live. This is 10 a.m. Friday. If you're watching us live, double streaming on Twitch and YouTube. We today, playing around, we are going to do a little bit of turn my heater off. We're going to do a little bit of Board Game Arena, because I feel like Board Game Arena just doesn't get enough love on the screen. I got two monitors going, people, so I'm just looking every which way. I apologize. I don't pretend to be a professional. So I thought I turned it off.
Yeah, Ronald, she's being held against her will. Totally.
Yes, I'm being held against my will. This is who drags an old lady into streaming? This is the young folks game.
No one needs to drag anybody. Ronald was literally just talking about the old lady who does the puzzles on Twitch. Give it the time.
Anyway, I am a woman of a certain age, hence the fan. And Board Game Arena, I don't feel like it gets enough love on the board game screen. So we are going to add a little bit of Board Game Arena today. And up first, we are going to try a game called Sky Team. Now, I'm going to tell you up front, if you're coming here to learn how to play, you're at the wrong place. Okay? You can watch us fumble through it, and you might learn something by accident. But this is not. So Sky Team is a 2-player only game. It is a cooperative game where you are trying to land your plane safely within the deadline. Okay, so they've added special scenarios. Ooh.
Ma'am?
Even more scenarios. Ooh. Yes.
We don't need extra scenarios. I've never played the game. We don't need extra scenarios. We need to play the game.
I did not check the settings before we started this, so I hope I didn't start us in a tough game.
Okay. In this cooperative game,
okay,
pilot, law, land, ground, deploy, save. There are 2 ways to communicate: verbally before rolling the dice, and by placing your dice during the dice placement phase without talking, while nothing restricts you from talking. I'm reading the rules.
I was about to summarize all that for you. I was going to summarize it for you.
Do it.
The dice in certain ways to get your landing gear in the right position at the right time. There are, like it says, you're not allowed to discuss what dice you have or where you're going to put your dice. And so you can kind of discuss a little bit of what might need to be done, but not really discussing. I'll tell you up front, all these games where they say, well, you're really not supposed to talk during this time or that time, I'm not very good at that. So again, I'm not an example of how this game should be played. But if you just want to watch an old lady fumble through the games, here you go.
Okay, so I'm going to close this Welcome to Sky Team thing. Okay, so I'm seeing.
Yes.
So we need to select pilot or co-pilot. You can be the pilot because I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so I'll be the pilot.
Oh my goodness, there's so many things.
And so you're the co-pilot.
Okay. Players must discuss strategy. I don't know what anything is. There's so many things on the screen.
I've only played this once, so I'm gonna be remembering.
It keeps cutting you off.
I will also probably be eating as we go. I'm sorry. Should I take the earbuds out and just use the microphone on the iPad?
No, let's keep going. I'm trying to, because it's not just that it's cutting you off, like aurally, like it's not just that it's cutting your voice off, but like your camera keeps like cutting ahead like half a second as well. So I also forgot Ronald until my manager was like, y'all don't have to come to work on Sunday.
I know. Your father had planned to take today off, and then he was reminded that it was Good Friday and that he would lose some of his vacation time if he took today off. So he didn't take today off because we're going out of town to retrieve your sister tomorrow.
Tomorrow already, dang.
I know.
I definitely think it's still another week.
I did get some of the room cleaned so she can at least get her stuff in there. My back, it took me several days because my back hurt. Not that it was that messy, but like I stand up and I go to do stuff and then my back hurts and then I have to go sit back down. And then I go in and I do more stuff and then my back hurts and I have to go sit back down. So.
Okay. I'm going to read these rules so I know what's going on because there's too much stuff going on the stream. Like, overview, this is a cooperative
so we are
game
on
played
the
over 7
we
rounds.
are on the big. So that's good.
Yes, I am going to read the instructions. Strategy discussion, except for mentioning dice values, players can use this phase to talk openly about strategy. After this phase, communication is not allowed. Dice phase. Each player secretly rolls their 4 dice, starting with the start player. Take turns placing a die in empty slots. Spots may be blue, orange, or blue/orange. You can only place dice in spots which match your color. Blue for pilot, orange for co-pilot. Furthermore, some spots only allow for certain value dice. The spaces with warning symbols must be filled, but don't have to be filled first. So in essence, 2 of your 4 dice are predetermined and the other 2 are free to use however you wish. Spaces, mandatory spaces. You must place dice there each round. Axis, if both numbers match, nothing happens. If they are different, then turn the dial towards the player who has the highest value so that highest value that many. So So 3, 5 would move to the right 2 spaces while 5, 3 would move to the left 2 spaces. Okay, I was just explaining that. If this movement causes the dial to reach either X, the players lose. The players also lose if this is not completely horizontal at game end. Okay. Ooh. Engines. Add together the 2 dice values and compare to the aerodynamic strip, the orange-blue semicircle. Let me go up and look at these things before I say things. Okay.
How about we look at the wing conditions, and then fumble our way through the rest of this, like we normally do when we play these games.
Well, because
I think we're boring the viewers.
You said like we normally do.
The game.
I normally read all of the rules.
But at the game ends at round 7. The game ends at round 7.
Okay.
The win conditions. If we win, if we clear all the other planes off the approach track, flaps in the landing gear are fully activated. The axis is completely horizontal, and the speed is less than the brakes. If we get all of that done by round 7, then we win.
Let me at least read the engines because the engines are mandatory, and I want to know
fumble all the time, Ronald. all the time, Ronald.
I'm at least going to read the engines part. For the engines, if the value is blue, nothing happens. If between blue and orange, immediately collision and you lose. See, these are things we need to know. No, immediately move. Oh, I skipped a line. Immediately move one space on the airport track. If orange, immediately move 2 spaces on the airport track. If there's a plane on space 1 of the approach track, when you advance the track, this causes a collision and you lose. If the approach track is advanced such that the airport disappears, you overshoot and you lose. These are things we need to know. Okay. Now I feel like we can fumble. I'll figure it out.
So are we ready to click I'm ready? So I'm guessing.
Okay, I see the tilt of the plane. It needs to be horizontal. The engine it's the orange semicircle. What is that? Oh, okay. I see the engine things. I see what those are pointing to. What does it mean? Like if you overshoot the airport, what are these blue cards that are at the top? That's what I don't understand.
Okay, yeah.
This like 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, and then the planes next to them.
At the very top is the Montreal Trudeau Airport. That's where we're headed to. Okay. And these are, I think, if I remember correctly, these are other planes that are sharing the runway or trying to land at the same time that you are.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Some sort of mechanism as you play that lets these planes land and get off the runway before it's your turn to land. If I remember correctly.
Okay.
Sorry, eating food. I have to eat or else my belly will hurt.
You're good. I have food here too that I just have not opened because there's also a dog staring at me. Hello, ma'am.
Okay, your game screen. So I thought this was
okay. So let's just try then.
Yeah, I thought this was an open information game, but I forgot that we both roll dice. So I think I'm not supposed to see your dice and you're not supposed to see mine. So maybe just try. I'll trust you not to look at the screen.
Give me a second to grab a sticky note.
You don't trust yourself not to look at the screen? You got to grab a sticky note?
Well, I have a feeling I'm going to be looking over at your face, and I don't want to accidentally see what's going on your screen.
Because you'll see my lovely face.
Okay, I have a feeling, let's play this game twice. Let's try to fumble through right now so that I can figure out what all this stuff is, or what everything means. Because it explained things, but there's no pictures. And so I want to let's just do stuff. So it says discuss a strategy. What is our strategy? We're just going to place and hope for the best?
Yep. Well, there's no strategy. I played this with your brother. It was like the first couple turns, it was like there's nothing really to discuss. And then it's like, okay, I think because you can pick where you're going to put your dice. So it's like, okay, I think I need to put my dice here and here on this turn so that we don't, run off the runway or tilt too far or whatever. So, but right now the airplane.
I'm ready. Let's start this first round and figure it out.
Somebody's car alarm is going crazy.
That's what I was hearing.
You are in your car. Yes, you are in your car. Why is it still going? Okay. You finally turned it off. You were able to hear that?
I just heard a little beep, beep, beep. It was a little bit, barely.
Okay, are we
The
ready to click?
radio
I'm ready.
removes. Oh, I already clicked I'm ready. The radio removes Playin tokens from your path based on the value. So 1 removes a plane
Okay,
in the
yeah,
current
that's
space, while 2 removes planes in the next space. Okay.
that's it. Those planes are in our way for landing, and we need to roll
To
dice
get rid of them.
to get rid of them.
Okay.
Okay, I thought rolling.
So, all right, I see my dice.
Okay.
Things
My
that
dice.
have to be placed. Oh, the things that have to be placed are blinking red, so that's good.
Why is
So
my
you've got to
phone?
place your dice first. You're just getting all kinds of notifications today. Well, while
Which
you're
is
checking
so
that,
weird
landing
because
gear allows.
normally I have no friends. So, but
You are so popular
apparently
today. Everybody's like,
the
"Oh,
few
did you hear
people
she's
who
streaming? We need to message her."
people who know me apparently are talking to me today. Okay. I'm sorry to look like an old person hunched over, but here I am. Okay.
Let's see. Landing gear allows any blue marker on the aerodynamic strip to advance 1 space, making it easier to stay within the perimeters for engine access. What does that mean? What?
What is this?
Oh, I always forget there are question marks here. Okay. So the radio here. Okay.
All your flaps and landing gear show the green light.
And then what is this? Altitude tracks. The altitude tracks your altitude. Once you reach the top space, you have touched down, hopefully, at the airport. If at the start of the round, the current altitude base contains a reroll token, it is gained.
Okay. That's the break.
So we are currently at 600 feet in the air. Okay, I see the brakes, but only you can do the brakes. I can't do the brakes at all.
Okay, this is the landing gear.
Victory condition. Your speed needs to be less than your brakes when you place your engine dice. Okay. We are learning
from the save.
What are these?
Okay. So again, this is the point where we're supposedly not supposed to talk, but F that noise.
I mean, we're not saying anything to each other. I am just reading aloud what things are. Concentration, that's what these coffee cups are. This is not the time to crack under pressure. Concentrate and prepare your next maneuvers. Placing a die here will gain a coffee token. You can never have more than 3 coffee tokens. Anytime you place a die, you can spend coffee tokens to increase the die value by 1, but you cannot change a 6 value into a 1 value and vice versa. Okay.
Okay. Right
so
now,
the coffee tokens will you plus or minus by 1.
Okay.
I'm already planning to play this game twice, so let's go ahead and play something.
Okay, from the current position. But so that's not our current position. So that's not what I want. I want a plane that's okay. So I'm gonna place that there. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay. So let's get that plane out of the way. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, so we take turns placing dice. Okay. I forgot. For some reason, I thought this was simultaneous.
Yeah.
From what I remember of this game, is once you get into, I need to play it more often because the second or third round of it, it's like, oh, I understand what all these things do, and now it makes sense. But all that knowledge left my brain.
Yeah, that's my issue right now. Is I need to know. Yeah, that's my issue. Is I'm trying to make sure I know what all the things do. It looks very welcome to the government.
Complicated. Yes, it looks very welcome to the government, but immediately, well, not immediately, but around the third round or so, you start to feel like, I don't think I would want to play it at the table though, because I don't have all these handy pop-ups to remind me of everything.
Yep.
Okay,
so for the audience, she placed her first die in the radio. She placed her number 3 in the radio, which took away the plane. So she radioed into that plane that's in the third spot away from us. So there's the cloud spot, which is where we are, and which is number 1 through 3. So she radioed that plane away. I placed my first die in the radio spot as well, and I got rid of one of the planes in the 4th spot. There were originally 2 planes there. We got rid of one of them. So now she must place her next die. And we will each always have to place at least die in the engine and 1 die in the, the axis.
Space. Okay, so we don't have to do anything with the altitude crack. It just advances every round till we get to the end of the airport. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna reread the engine because I feel like I'm not still sure how that works. Add together.
Okay, so I'm gonna put 1 right there.
Okay. I understand now. So I was trying to read the engines to understand what's going on with the engines. Blue, then that means we have a 3 altogether on the engines, and 3 is below the little blue marker, which means nothing would happen. If you put a 3 and I put a 2, then that would be 5, which would be in between blue and orange, which would mean that on the spot where all the planes are, where the airport is, then we would move forward 1 space, which means we would move forward 2 spaces. And if we move forward, I guess if we move forward 2 spaces, it's clear right now because we cleared the space. But if that plane had still been there, then we would have an immediate collision, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Cheese Louise. Let's do. I'm gonna do this. I was not super happy with my dice rolls.
Oh
no! Yeah, all I had was 5s and 4s. I guess I should have.
Oh my goodness!
I understand now, though. All I had
went into a spin.
So let's do it again. All I got for my dice rolls was 5s and 4s. And I did not, when it got to the X, Yeah, okay. Ronald says that he was lost. Let's redo
Yeah.
and let's what?
If we can explain it better as we go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna click propose a rematch. Oh, I can't propose a rematch because I'm not a premium member.
You sure aren't. I will do that. Don't worry.
Yeah, it took me a minute, Ronald, honestly.
Okay.
Once she brings up the rematch before we roll the dice, Ronald was also shopping for luggage. That explains why you're lost. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, is that better? Where you can see the whole thing at once?
Are you able to see that with your old eyes?
Barely. I don't know if the people watching it can see it though.
Here, let's switch and I'll show my screen. Go ahead and invite me to a new game and I'll show. Oh, I forgot that we could just take ourselves out of the screen.
Is that better?
Ronald says it's way too small.
Okay. So I'll go back up again. I was trying to see if you seeing the whole screen at once made it easier for you to understand what was going on. Because I kept scrolling down. So maybe do you want to explain it one more time and then I'll give you then I'll hit the rematch button and embiggen the screen again. Explain it while it's small.
Sure, I'll explain it while it's small and then go ahead and send and then we'll go over everything while it's bigger as well. So basically there's the 2 columns at the top. Ronald says, nah, you're good. I was not being a good student. Well, there may be somebody watching this after the fact. So there's the 2 columns at the top. There's the left column and the right column. The right column shows how close we are to the airport, which advances every round. So hopefully when we get to that very
green
top
strip,
one.
That green strip at the top is the name. That green strip at the top is the name of the airport. That's where we're trying to get to.
Yes. So hopefully once we have gotten to that spot, we have properly landed and everything. On the left side, you can see there are little plane tokens. We have to get rid of those plane tokens before we can land. Just down below that.
If you think of it, they're in line. Air traffic control, they're in line wanting to land at the airport. So we need to make sure they all land before it's our turn to land. So we're trying to get rid of them.
Yes. So to get rid of those, there are just honestly zoom in because it's hard to see. It's hard for even me to see. It is so.
I'm trying to stick with the theme here. That part where the clouds are, is that better? Or do
yes,
I need
that's a little
to make
better.
It bigger?
No, I think that's a little better.
That part where the clouds are is basically, I think of that as our window out of the front of the airplane as we're flying. So when we put our dice right now on the screen where you see that blue 3, that's a radio spot where you put your dice. And if you count up from where the clouds are, the clouds is 1, and then the next one up is 2, and then that one. And so that means I got rid of the plane that was in number 3 to land it. We both have the option. Some things are where we both have it on either side, and that's one of them. The radio is the thing that the pilot or the co-pilot can have on either side. So we both work on trying to land those planes before we land.
Yes, she is blue and I am orange. So if you want to
scroll
down just a little
on
bit
the right
more. Oh yeah, go ahead.
The tower what do I want to say? Elevation? What's the word
Yes.
for it? Altitude. Sorry, altitude.
Sure.
That's the altitude track. We don't control that at all. That's pretty much like the row counter in other games. I mean, round counter in other games. At the end of every round, that track is going to slide down until we are at that airplane at the top, which means we've landed. And so
we have to make sure that our left column lines up with the right column, because if we land but are not at the airport, we have an issue.
Yeah, if we land but we haven't gotten rid of all those airplanes, we're in trouble, because we're going to run into one of these airplanes. If you notice, I'm going to make it 100% for a second. If you notice over there on the right, I'm pointing like you can see. Over there on the right, the game, when you play this on BGA, it always has the final turn victory conditions. And as you meet one of the conditions, they're going to turn green. Okay, so you can see at any point in the game how close you are to winning the game, or to having all the things where they're supposed to be. So generally, once you get one of them, you kind of try to keep it where it is. Now, when you get down here,
scroll back up just a little bit. Scroll back up just a little bit. So stop right there. So this is explaining why we crashed. You see the 1 and the 5 there? That is our axis. So that is how far in either direction we are like tilting. As you can see, the plane in the middle has tilted. So we have to make sure whichever side has the most, you move that many in that direction. And so because she only had a 1 on the left and I had a 5 on the right, we moved way over in my direction and got all the way to the X, which means we're going out in a spin. Ideally, we would have had even numbers or close to even numbers, so like a 4 and a 5 or a 1 and a 2 or a 1 and a 1, and then we would have stayed somewhere in the middle balancing. But because our numbers were so far off from each other, we flew too far to the other direction and spun out.
Because if you look at the little plane things, keeping with the theme again, if you look at the little plane things, she's the co-pilot, so she's working the wings, and you see the little orange there. And I am the pilot, so I'm working the flaps, the little blue dots there. But yeah, dice. This is the main part of where they say you're not supposed to talk while you play, or no communication while you play. This is the main thing to me that it affects. Because if you don't know what number I'm going to put on my side, then you could totally overcorrect on your side. And that's one of the mandatory things that you have to play every round, is that you have to put a die down, and the other one is down here. You can see the little emergency exclamation point. The engines is the other place that you have to put a die every round. Which, and of course, you need the engines.
That's when I was explaining a minute ago. Scroll up just a little bit. So in the engines, you see there's the orange engine and the blue engine. And then just above that, there's a little like blue tick mark and a little orange tick mark on that circle from 2 to 12. So when we put our engine numbers down, it adds our numbers together and then places it on that semicircle. And depending on where it is, that is how far the plane moves. So if it lands below the blue tick, so if it's like 2, 3, or 4, then that means that we do not move forward. The engines are not going very, very hard. If it's 5, 6, 7, or 8, so in between blue and orange, that means we move forward. We're at like a normal speed, we move forward 1. So that's on the left column where the planes are. That means we move forward 1 space on that column. If it's above orange, so 9, 10, 11, 12, that means we move forward 2 spaces. But we need to make sure that we are being careful with that, because if we move forward 1 or 2 spaces and there are planes there, then we will crash.
Yep.
That is all that I understand about this game so far. The rest of these things, who knows what they are.
And you mentioned the concentration part is the coffee cup. So if you want to use one of the coffee cups, change your dice either up or down, like you would normally do in a roll and write game. You can add or subtract, and you can only have 3 coffee cups at a time. So, but you can balance that pretty well, because you can use a coffee cup and then you can put a die down next round to gain back another coffee cup.
Mm-hmm.
To keep it balanced.
My room service today was a Lunchable.
Okay. Oh, how sweet!
Yes,
and there's re-rolls as well, but like we have like 1 re-roll.
This game is over.
Or had. So, I can't remember what else we've got here. Oh, the brakes. At the end, your speed needs to be less than your brakes by the time we get to the end.
Mm-hmm.
In the final round, your speed has to be less than. Right now, it doesn't matter during the first round, but your speed has to be less than your brakes. Okay. All right. So here's your rematch.
I'm gonna put my sticky note back up.
Yes, my games. I'm ignoring you games. I'm so sorry. I've got 20 some tables right now.
Wild.
That'd be. That's not outrageous. 19 tables waiting for me. That's not outrageous.
I'm gonna let you be the pilot again. I'll be the co-pilot, just so we can stay consistent for anybody watching this.
Okay. Okay, so do we have any strategy we need to discuss, or now that you understand the game a little bit better?
Now that I understand the game, I feel like I'm not sure if it's going to let me go first or if it's going to let you go first. Because it let me go first. It put me as the first player, but you are the pilot. So, I think the first person should always place the
altitude tracker tells you who's going to go. So it has blue around the 6,000, which means I'm going first. And then the next one has orange. That means you're going first on the next round. Okay, continue.
Okay, I think the first player should always use their first 2 dice to do the axis and the engine.
Okay.
Let's try it out. Let's see, because we might crash. But whoever's going first, always use your first 2 dice to do the axis and the engine. That way the second player can kind of compensate for that. And then you can use after you've done those 2 dice, then you can use your second 2 dice to either radio in or do whatever you're going to do.
Okay.
That feels like a strategy.
That feels like a strategy. I'm going to click I'm ready. Have you blocked your screen so you don't see my dice?
I also clicked I'm ready. Yeah, I've got my
so you're not going to look at my dice, right?
Okay. My little Lunchable. I'm not. I can't even see. I'm over here eating a Lunchable that is short 1 pepperoni. Oh, never mind. It's basically a Lunchable charcuterie board. It's just got like a little pocket that's got crackers. I thought it was. They're just very, very thin, like the thinnest pepperonis I've ever seen in my life.
the table?
No, it's Lunchable.
not
It's Lunchable
Hillshire?
brand.
Oh, okay. Because I get the I
No,
just last
it's
night
fully
for my dinner
Lunchable brand.
had a. Oh, okay, I see. I had a Hillshire, and it's basically like a grown. Well, it's not even a grown-up Lunchable. It's a mini charcuterie board because it doesn't have like the Lunchables always give you the cookie and a drink. Just was 6 pepperonis, 6 cheese slices, and 6 little crunchy bread rounds. That was my dinner.
That's exactly
16
what I
grams
have.
of protein.
I had a stack of pepperonis, a stack of cheese, and a stack of crackers.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going first. So I'm working the engine and the thingamabob here. Oh, this is gonna be scary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna put that. Okay. Your turn, ma'am. So while she's putting that down, the book I was reading yesterday that we mentioned on Wednesday, that I finished on Wednesday, was called The Last Phone Booth in Manhattan. It was supposed to be sort of a Christmas carol. Oh, girl. Mayday.
Mm-hmm.
Something went horribly
I had
wrong.
4, 5, 5, 6. I keep rolling so well, but like in the worst way. I had 4, 5, 5, 6.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh my goodness.
How does this keep happening? Forget
I
this.
don't know,
Next time
because
I'm gonna place my dice
game
first.
with your the one game. Okay. Yeah, I sent the rematch.
Mm-hmm. Because I understand the game, I'm just not getting the dice rolls. Okay, so this time, don't place anything in engines and don't place anything in engines and.
Am I being the? Do you want me to be the pilot again?
Yes, you be the pilot again. I want to keep it consistent.
For consistency, you want me to be the pilot again? Okay. So I'm not gonna place anything on engine.
Our strategy is don't place anything in axis or engine, and I'll place myself in axis and engine first, since apparently I'm gonna roll nothing but 6s.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. So
place your dice
I'm
somewhere
gonna.
else.
Let's see. Okay.
Goodness.
Okay, so I got rid of a plane. Okay. Okay, so you do that. So then if I do this, okay. So that keeps us where we were. Okay.
Okay. So first time, not going into a tailspin. Okay. So I'm going to. So I'm going to do this.
Okay. You guys can see at 8. I've got my screen down to 80%. That's how I usually play my games on VGA. That works for y'all?
That's probably fine.
Why would you not let me full screen this? You're being so rude. My iPad will not. Okay, whatever. Okay, so now where do we go? Oh no, what'd you want that for? Okay. So we're gonna do this.
I'm telling you, it is giving me nothing but 5s and 6s. Okay, so that took care of that. So we moved along the track 1 square.
So we
I was short 1 pepperoni.
Approach the airport 1 space.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Okay.
So I took out a plane.
Okay, so okay. Good for you. Now, so
It's not one that we needed to take out right now, but I'm working with the numbers that I've got.
why does it not show that you have you placed the die in the radio slot, right?
Yeah, in my radio slot on the right.
I don't see
I've
it.
got 2 radio
Okay.
slots. It's right
Oh,
next
you've
to
got
6,000.
2. Oh.
Because you're busy flying the plane. I'm over here talking to people.
Oh, so you get 2 radio slots. I didn't realize that. I hadn't noticed that before. Although, honestly, I have never played, again, I've only played this one other time, and I've never played co-pilot. So I guess I've never noticed a whole lot what's on that side. Okay, so I'm going to play you. And here.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
what
if it's
that
best
does.
That's the landing gear. We're getting started on the landing. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but
Oh,
that seems like the best
okay.
place to put that die right now.
Yeah, that means that we won't go crashing into the next slide. Okay, I'm going to then, let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, can I not? Can I not? Can I not? Oh, there we go. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to Starbucks.
Yeah, we weren't really missing
Getting the
anything,
coffee.
Ronald. It's just it's the luck of the roll sometimes. She just kept getting high numbers,
Yeah, we just
and I
had,
kept putting down low number dice because I thought that was a good thing to do to start off with. On the axis, I was
and it
putting
was sending
low
us into a
numbers on
tailspin.
the axis. I was just putting 1s because I thought that was a slow, easy way to start. But all she was getting was 5s on her dice rolls. So
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going first this time.
yes.
Yeah, let's do the same thing. I'll do the axis and the engine first, and then you compensate for whatever nonsense I put in there, and then we can put our other 2 dice, I feel like, is our strategy.
Okay. I feel like that's the same thing I did with your brother when we played this. Okay. So you go first, ma'am.
Ooh. Okay. Sure, let's use my coffee. Let's do that.
Okay, so what did you do? Okay, use the coffee to change your 6 to a 5, and you place the 5 on the axis.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I wish I could roll this high when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, so do we each get 3 coffees, or is it, because my thing is still showing 3 coffees? Your thing is showing 2 coffees? Do we each get 3 coffees? Is that? I don't know.
Mine is showing that there are no coffees
what?
in the coffee slot because I used one.
Well, can I do that? No. Can I do? Well, wait a minute. Well, how do you use the coffee slot?
You have to put a dice in the coffee
Place a
slot.
die
In
here.
the, like one of the 3 little.
Place a die here will gain a coffee token. You can never have more than 3 coffee tokens. Anytime you place a die, you can. I'm so confused. Okay, so do I put the die that I want to change?
So last round. Time out. So we don't have a coffee token currently. I think we share the coffee tokens because it's all one board. I, in the last round, put a die down to gain a coffee token. So one of those little white coffee cups moved over to the gray spot. But then just now I used that coffee token to try to mitigate some damage. So we currently don't have a coffee. So you would have to pay another die to get another coffee.
I have a coffee token. Okay, I gotcha. So it doesn't matter what number die I put in there to get a coffee token. You just put one, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just make sure you're keeping track of what I'm putting in the altitude in the engine.
Okay. Well, I'm looking, and I read unlike some people, I read the log on the side when I play BGA. So I can put that there.
The log may as well not exist to me.
Well, depending on who programmed the game, sometimes they put really cute stuff in the log. You know, not just Danny took her turn. You know, Maya took her turn. Sometimes they put cute stuff in there. So I always read the log. Okay, concentration received.
Oh, goodness.
So it's your turn. Okay. Your father bought fruit from Aldi this time instead of where we normally buy fruit because we forgot to order fruit when we did the groceries. And this Aldi fruit, the juice is packed to the brim. I hate it when it's packed so tight that I feel like I'm going to spill juice on myself every time I open it. Success. I did not spill juice.
That's everything. Is it me? Am I frozen?
No, I don't think you're frozen.
You keep going in and out for me, but I think it's on my end, honestly.
Okay, let's see. So now I still have to.
Okay.
I still have to fill the engine and the thingy thing. Okay, so what I'm doing is, okay, so now, what are we doing? So now I can do this. So I can click the coffee now. No. So how do I use the coffee? Are you still there? What do I click to use the coffee?
Are you still there? Everything's frozen. What is going on today?
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Okay. My thing keeps refreshing and it says that I've got bad signal. Okay. What is going on?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Ronald says he
Can
thinks
you
it's
hear
me
me?
this time. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm going to see if I can.
Okay.
Let's see.
You normally have that good.
I know. I don't know what's going on today.
Usually it's my problem, and you have that good.
Yeah, I'm getting into my task manager to see if I can solve some stuff.
So, again, what am I supposed to click on to use the?
So when you want to use the coffee, just click. When you want to use the coffee, just click on the die you want to use, and then it should say underneath the die, like, you want to add a plus or a minus.
Ah, see it. Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, do I want to put this? I'll put this here.
Let me make sure I got all this other stuff closed.
This is not great, so we're gonna have to fix it later. But hold on to your seatbelt.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your seatbelt because we tilted.
We tilted. I'm opening Board Game Arena back up. Hopefully it doesn't crash everything.
I did what I could. I did what I could.
Okay, what do we got? Oh, we're only a little tilted.
Yeah, not a lot tilted. It would have been worse if I hadn't used that coffee.
If we move forward,
if we do what? If we move forward even one step, we're going to hit that plane.
I think we're about to crash.
If we move forward even one step, we're going to hit that plane. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so what we're going to do...
If I turn off my camera, is everything better?
Okay. Wait a minute. No. Let's see. So
I turned off my camera to see if it's helping. Can you see and hear me? Or not see me, but hear me?
I can hear you fine. I can hear you fine. I don't know if that's helping or not, but
I went back to Starbucks. Okay.
Starbucks.
Yeah, we may just leave it like this for today.
Okay. What are you talking about?
I guess I could switch to second cam, but
I do not know what you're talking about. Do you hear me talking at all?
I got a coffee.
Oh,
I do hear you talking. I said I got a coffee. That's why I went to Starbucks.
I get you. So you got a coffee. So we can only use... If I use a coffee, then that's it for the rest of the game. So I might better not get another coffee because I already got one this round. So
so don't use my coffee.
Okay. No, I'm not going to use your coffee. I was going to buy another coffee.
I just bought this coffee. Don't use my coffee.
I was gonna buy another coffee, but then that would be all of our coffees for the game. So I'm just gonna hope that we don't crash.
But I think on the next round, once the coffee, I think on the next round, like once you use the coffee, it takes the coffees back away.
Are you sure?
There is also reroll.
Well, we only have one reroll.
And Ronald is also mentioning we do have a reroll ability, so we could reroll maybe and hope for the best.
But we only have one reroll, though. I think that's one reroll for the whole game, though. The number of reroll tokens in reserve. You can gain reroll tokens by reaching certain altitude levels on the altitude track or by using the mastery special ability. You cannot gain more reroll tokens.
Oh, I can just play on my phone.
Are you gonna see this game on your phone? What are you talking about?
Yeah. I was fully about to bring up the camera on my phone and do a whole big switcheroo, and I was like, why would I do all of that nonsense when I could just bring up the game on my phone?
And you're used to playing on your phone, so.
Mm-hmm. Because having the game up is just really messing my situation up.
Okay, again, we're supposed to not be. We're not supposed to be talking or whatever, but I don't follow rules. Okay, let's see. If the sum is less than the weakest, then the track does not advance. Okay, so if it's lower than the blue tick. This is not the difference. This is the sum. So. No matter what I do, we're going to move forward one. Unless I use a coffee. No. Yeah.
Don't use my coffee. I'm working on it. We got it. I'm working on it. I have machinations. Don't use my coffee.
I was going to buy a coffee, ma'am.
But can you buy a coffee? Because you have to use your last die in the engine.
Yes, I was going to buy a coffee to change the die that I was going to put in the engine.
Oh, do you have 2 dice left, or do you have 1?
I have 2 dice left.
Oh, okay. Sure, you do. You go off.
So I was going to buy a coffee. And matter of fact, I'm going to work.
We are talking far more than this game wants us to be able to talk.
I know. I told you I'm not good at these non-communication games. That's why if I will never play these with people on my Discord server or with randos because okay, I put you in there, do I not? So I just hit confirm and it buys the coffee? Is that?
That's what you did last time, wasn't it?
Okay. It just confused me because it was asking me if I wanted to change the dice, probably because there was already a cup of coffee there. But yeah, occasionally I get invited to play these kind of games with people I belong to a couple of Discord servers that are devoted to Board Game Arena, but I will not play these kind of with strangers or relative strangers because I know that I talk more than you're supposed to talk for these games. Because I can't figure out otherwise how to play other than to just blindly put something down.
Well, that's what the strategy is for. We just don't have a very good strategy.
I can't figure out. I'm not a strategy girl on my best day. So I can't figure out how to talk strategy without giving away the things that they say you're not. So I just blindly put stuff down, and then people get mad at me.
Well, we don't have to worry about that plane anymore because I told you I got it.
Okay. So yeah, changing that dice was the good idea because we did not move forward, and so we did not run into that thing. Yeah.
Also, I got rid of the
Now,
plane that was there.
well, I didn't know you were going to do that. Now, did I? So I had to take a chance. Okay. So
You just did your
in
taxes yesterday, Ronald? Oh
what do you mean just
no.
did your tax? I mean it is March. Most people I know wait till the very last minute.
Oh, I do my taxes
But
in
for us,
February as soon as we get them.
he's doing taxes early compared to the people I know. I think your brother did his taxes already too.
Yeah, I did I already got my return.
Yeah, since I'm technically self-employed, we don't get returns, so we're in no rush like we used to do when back in the days when you thought, "Ooh, I'm gonna get a return and I'm gonna put that money to the side to spend on the cruise or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, yeah, we're not getting any money back anyway, so I'm in no rush to let the IRS know, send them paperwork on the fact of what they already know, because they already know what we owe for taxes. So,
which is wild.
I know when I found out other countries, before I get off on a tangent, are we ready to click ready, or do we need to change our strategy at all?
Right now our strategy is talk even though we're not supposed to, so I think we're good.
Okay. Here we go. So we're on round 3.
And we need to start making our way towards the airport.
Okay, let's see. Well, I don't have a lot of choices. So here we go. Yeah, when I found out that other countries, I didn't realize this till just a couple of years ago. When they already know what you owe, they've already figured it up, and they just send you a bill and you pay them, or they send you back your money or whatever. Why can we not do that here? Why do we have to go through all these steps of figuring it all out?
Because TurboTax wants to take money, and it pisses me off every time I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I started crocheting, trying to get ready for that market that you and I are doing together. And I decided to go ahead and start on the Baby Baphomet Lovey. And I was like, oh, this is going to be so easy. I just have to make the head and then make the bottom part. But it starts with the bottom part. And so I started crocheting. And I was like, man, this is taking so much longer than I thought it was going to. And then it really just hit me. Like I had to talk to myself for a minute. It really just hit me. I was like to myself, baby girl, you're making a blanket. You are making a baby blanket with a stuffed animal on it. It really just, and I don't like making blankets, but it just hit me because I was like, oh, it's a lovey, so it's a stuffed animal. It's a blanket.
Yep, it's a baby blanket with a stuffed animal head in the middle, pretty much.
Why that just hit me, I do not know.
I never thought of it that way either till you just said it.
Because I was like, this is taking forever. This isn't the kind of thing that I normally do. Bruh.
Because the government doesn't know everything you do, like that lemonade stand that they want a piece of.
Bruh.
Or if you want to itemize with receipts. I would give up itemization, which I do a lot of that, my husband and I. I don't think we've really done a whole lot of that. I feel like I'd rather them just ask me, okay, this is how much you owe in taxes. Here, take this. Yeah, when you owe, you're not in a hurry anymore. Definitely. Definitely. Okay, so I had a banana and a fruit cup and a coffee, but I think I'm gonna have to have some protein. I bought protein pancakes for the first time.
Protein pancakes?
Yeah, I mean they're just basically pancakes, but I think they mix protein powder in with them. There's a whole line of who is it? Kodiak is the brand. I think they do like protein
I used
pancakes,
to have to put those away when I worked
protein
at
waffles. Yeah, protein pancakes, protein waffles. One of the girls I follow on TikTok. It's your turn, Maya. One of the girls I follow on TikTok does them or whatever, and you know I'm trying to get more protein in my life, so I thought I'd try them. Okay, so this is gonna go here. No. If you've got to take your man at the time that you normally do, we got about 10 minutes to finish this game.
I'm sure we got it.
Okay. So you changed your Twitch thing to show that we're just playing Sky Team?
I tried to. Twitch is stressing me out because I don't get on Twitch very often, and so trying to find things that I need to find. So right now my category is just like games and demos, streaming games and demos, and I'm just gonna leave it right there right now.
Okay.
You got influenced. Ooh, what happened? You sound like a robot all of a sudden.
My earpods going crazy.
There we go.
They were going crazy in my ears for a second. I don't know why.
They were going crazy in our ears for a second too.
They were doing like
nobody ever influences him to eat a fruit or vegetable.
Actually, I watched some people that kind of make me want to eat healthier. So not the whole gym bro type thing. Your turn, Maya.
Ooh. I need to turn my volume up. I keep missing the board game arena ping.
Not the whole gym bro thing, but like I do watch a few girlies who they'll prepare a vegetable in a new way or something, and I'm like, well, yeah, I want to try that. You know, prepare something healthy or whatever, and I'm like, that sounds good. I was just watching what's her name? Is it Alexis Nicole?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love her videos.
The forager, the
Black Forager
gal. I was just watching her. Where am I going to put this?
That's a good question.
Because I'm really not ready to put the brakes on yet.
Can you get rid of some planes?
I already got rid of some planes, so I only have that one spot to get rid of planes.
Oh yeah.
I only have one. I only have one radio. Remember? I mean, I guess I could put it in the brakes to like prepare the brakes.
Well, we don't need to.
There.
Oh, okay. Well, what does that do?
Okay, so it moved the brake marker to the brakes must be deployed in order, starting with the two space.
So the brakes need to be at 6 whenever we're ready to land.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to start making some money moves because we are very far away from the airport right now.
Well, no, we're close to the airport, but we got a lot of planes in front of us is the problem. Because you see the altitude. The altitude has already gone down, but we don't have, these planes need to get out of our way. The one on the left is not going to move.
No, the one on the left is going to move. We have to do the engine to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. On the engine, there's the blue tick and the orange tick. If our number adds up and lands below the blue tick, we don't move forward. If it lands in between the blue and orange tick, then we move forward one space. It moves the left column one space. If we land to the right of the orange tick, then it moves the left column two spaces. So we need to start pumping on the engine.
Yeah, but we got to get some of those planes out of the way.
Well, let's make it happen because we gotta get to the airport.
Okay, let's see where we're going. You're starting first this time.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Ma'am.
I said, let's go.
Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this because I'm about running into planes. Okay, so let's see what you're going to do now.
Okay.
Using the log also in this game helps so that I don't have to keep scrolling the thing up and down and see what you've done. Okay, so that makes it easier to
I think because I play on my phone, that's why I don't usually use the log, because the log doesn't show up like right on the side on the phone, and so I'm used to trying to figure out the game without the log.
Okay, so how about we do this? Let's hope that's a good thing.
Got one more row.
So I played on the axis, so what you gonna do now?
Okay, so then I'm gonna do this because we need to be flat, so we need to tilt a little bit more towards you. There we go. So we can't tilt anymore. We have to be even on the axis.
I don't know how that's gonna happen, but okay. So how about we do this so we can get moving.
Okay, so that moved us one space.
Oh, I see now where on the next round we will get another reroll in our reserve.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy a coffee.
Which is this point, we may need a re-roll in our reserve if we don't get something good next round.
For real.
Good rolls next round. Okay, why are you asking me if I want a coffee? I do not want a coffee.
Well, I assume you bought my coffee that I just bought.
Yeah, I assume you bought a coffee for a reason, so I'm not trying to steal your coffee.
That's like you going to Starbucks and saying, hey, can I have a caramel macchiato? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then they turn to the person next to you, hey, do you want this caramel macchiato? Like, why are they trying to give you my coffee? So So rude.
Honestly, I put that except for here. So I guess we're gonna have 2 coffees on deck.
Sure.
Because
Just
I
remember, mine's the
had
one with extra caramel and whipped cream.
yeah, I didn't put a coffee down for any reason other than I had nowhere else that I could put that dye. So okay, now we're on. This is round 5. So we have 3 rounds to land this plane. I still have to get my landing gear on my. You have more landing gear than I do, so you need to start getting your landing gear ready.
I thought those are optional.
No, those are not optional. You have to have those ready. You have to have those ready. It says all your wing condition B, all your flaps and landing gear switches show the green light. That's those things down the side.
Okay, well, we need to get closer to the airport before I start activating those things. Because the further that you move, so the more you activate your landing gear on the sides, the further to the right that the orange and blue ticks move, which means it's harder for us to move forward faster. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So we need to get forward before I start activating any of that.
Okay, so this turn, I guess we're trying to get the rest of these. We got 2 more planes, so we're trying to move forward and get rid of these planes.
Mm-hmm.
Is what we're trying to do. Okay, yep. I'm ready. See, you see what I mean? This is what I was talking about before. The first couple round strategy to discuss, because you can't quite figure out what you're doing, but then after you see how far you've moved, you're like, oh, okay, this time we need to do this, and then we need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But the first couple rounds, there's no strategy to discuss. You just need to go.
Okay, I need a second opinion on this real quick. Where's my, can we embiggen us? Can you embiggen us real quick?
Okay, you want to embiggen yourself?
This is a crochet interruption. Let me move my sticky note. So this is the lovey. I'm supposed to do 10 rounds of this. I'm on round 9. I've only got one more round of this. This feels so small. This is a tissue.
But it's a tissue. But it's for a child to hold. It's the perfect size for a child. It's a doll size.
Okay, so it's not like because I was thinking it's like a doll that like it's a head, but you could also like cover the baby with it. But it's really just meant to be like a carry around blanket.
It's really just a carry around doll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a doll with a big skirt on.
That's weird. Okay, you can re-embiggen and I'll put my sticky note back. That is not something that. I think some people do make the loveys that are super big, but I've also seen them when they're just doll size with a big skirt. Do people buy them?
I don't know.
I guess people keep making them.
Loveys are those things, like I was telling your father yesterday. Loveys to me are those things in the knit and crochet community that are knitters and crocheters like to make them. I don't think non-knitters and crocheters would ever think to ask for one, because it's not like you've ever seen one in Walmart.
Yeah.
So it's not, it's not a thing you think of for your child, but you'll accept one if somebody gives it to you. Okay, so it's my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, perfect. I shall take you, and I shall put you here. Wait a minute, why are you not? I shall put you here. Go there. Okay, there you go. That got rid of a plane.
Okay. Ooh, what are these numbers?
So we've got rid of all our planes. Yay us.
All but one. There's one left in the airport, but I just took care of that.
Okay. So now you are leaving me to... Oh, Lord. Okay, I hope this is something you can work with.
Don't you do something crazy right now.
I'm not trying to do something crazy, but I know where I want to put these other two dice, and this is the only one left that I can put on the axis. So I hope. There you go.
Okay.
I hope that wasn't hurtful. We've got a reroll if you need it. On this round, so we got a reroll if you need it.
I'm actually, so I know that you ordered your coffee very special with the hazelnut creamer, but I had to stay up overnight last night, so I am going to need this coffee. So sorry.
I'll forgive you as long as we land safely. Okay, so what I do is do this right here. Rev those engines, baby. I was looking back at Ronald's comment again. I never have problems eating fruit. I like fruit. Veggies, I have, and the thing is, I like vegetables too. It's just that vegetables require more work from where I like them, whereas fruit, you can pretty much pick it up, raw as it were, and just eat it. Oh, 2 spaces. That was a good one.
We making moves.
That was a good one. So now I can go ahead and put this on my landing gear. There you go. Got 2 green lights so far. So this is going to be... Here's a question hubby asked me yesterday. What is your favorite vegetable? I said broccoli. Yes, the second spelling was correct, Ronald. Not the first spelling. Yes, broccoli. I love broccoli.
I guess broccoli is my favorite vegetable. It depends on how it's prepared, honestly.
Yeah.
Because if it's just like some regular steamed broccoli, that's good. Green beans, I will only eat if they're like fresh and raw, like crunching on them. I don't like if you just pick them out of the garden. I don't like cooked green beans. Peas are disgusting, and honestly, I think we're sent to this planet from the devil.
The fact that you like green beans raw is really a tick in your favor as far as health, because usually the way people make green beans is drown them in butter or like bacon fat or something like that, which very funny, Ronald. Usually people drown them in bacon fat or something like that, and that the fact that you like them fresh is very good. You should lean into that. That's healthy for you.
Yeah, I'll get them from the farmer's market because I have some of my friends grow green beans and blueberries. I love green bean season and blueberry season because then I can just eat them. And with the green beans, I can snap the ends off of them because I don't like the like scraggly end bits. I can snap the ends off of them and feed them to the dogs.
So I'll
green beans and I'll be eating a snack.
I got one more thing for the landing gear, and I got 2 more things for the brakes. We are on round 6 of 7. So, and
I've started my landing gear.
You started your landing gear. So we really need to work on brakes and landing gear this time around and try to keep the axis where it's supposed to be. We've already got 2 of the 4 so just hold steady and work on our landing gear is what we need to do. And we don't want our engines to be too revved up because the engines need to be below the brakes. Which I don't know how that's going to happen, but the engines need to be below 6, basically.
The engines need to be below 6?
Okay, here we go. I think that's... I'll have to look at it again while you're taking your turn. Let's see.
First things first, we need to get to the airport part.
Okay. When you play the second engine die in the final round, instead of comparing your speed with the markers, compare it with your brakes. Oh, Lord. Okay.
I think the blanket portion of this lovey is about to perfectly use up 1 skein of yarn.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's good to know for the future.
Okay, if the airport is in our window and we still have to place an engine die, then that means we're going to overshoot the airport and we lose. So we need to be careful of that.
Okay.
Okay, what do you have here? Is that our engine? Yeah, if I put down what I'm thinking of putting down,
I thought, okay,
that would advance us too far.
Yeah, that's my bad. I didn't realize, I wasn't thinking about the overshooting part.
Okay, that's all right. So if I do this, if I do that, okay. So we definitely in the next round we can only move our engine 1.
Yes.
Or else we're going to overshoot.
But we need to make sure we move it 1 and not move it all.
Okay.
Okay. Do the flaps have to be done in order?
Vegetable.
Oh, flaps have to be done in order.
Yeah. So you have to do the 2-3 next.
Actually, what if I reroll? How do we? Because do we have 2 rerolls? Do we have 1 reroll?
We have 2 rerolls. Well, there's 1 in reserve, and there's one that we can use.
I'm gonna use 1. Maybe it'll make it better. This action allows players to reroll, use a reroll token to reroll any number of dice. This action cannot be undone. Confirm. Reroll max 4. Reroll them all, baby.
Why is it showing I can reroll? I'm re-rolling. It says you may reroll. I may not reroll. You're the one who chose to reroll.
I think it means for everybody. Go ahead and reroll if you want to reroll. I think it's for everybody. We are in this together. We are a team. We are landing this plane together. We are rerolling together. So if you want to reroll,
did you already reroll?
Oh yeah, I rerolled all 3 of mine.
Did you? I don't want to take anything if you.
Oh yeah, I already did mine. It's just waiting on you.
Okay, well, I don't have any special plans for any of mine, so I guess I'll just re-roll these two.
We gotta wrap it up. It's time for me to go.
Okay. Well, bummer. Well, that didn't change much, so.
Let me put on our We're Leaving music. And that is Wayne waving in the background.
Hi, Rainbow.
She said hi.
I was saying hey to the people.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was saying hey to the people.
Oh, he wasn't saying hey to me. I'm hurt. Okay.
She's hurt.
Well, thank you for joining us for Coffee Klatsch Playing Around. Sorry that we didn't get to finish and land that plane, but I think you got a feeling for how Sky Team works. That was enough. You can play Board Game Arena for free, although I think Sky Team is a premium game, but Board Game Arena is only $5 a month. So it doesn't cost you that much to join and try it out. But and there went one of my earpods. We are here. Yes, it's weird. Only the one works.
That happens to me all the time. My right one goes out.
We are here for playing games on Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern. If you want to listen to us just chat a while, that's not good. That's not good either. If you want to listen to us chat a while, you can check us out on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Or
but
go back through the YouTube and watch the VODs. I did a very long rant on 911 Lone Star last week. You should hear it.
But if you can like this, if you are on YouTube, I think there's a little heart. I don't know if you can like on Twitch. You can follow Artemis on Twitch, Live the Awkward Life, if you would like to. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can like, you can subscribe, you can hit that notification button to know when we're doing things again. Right now, enjoy your weekend. Happy Easter if you celebrate. Bye.
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 Ending.